RingGangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode. What it do?
Yeah, what's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for this hot, sunny afternoon, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm going to introduce himself.
Yo, what it do is Shuttleworth the God, aka the GOAT artist, LB, Lauderdale Boss, RingGangRadio.com, in the building. Euro time. Special Sunday night fight, pay-per-view. Got the gang here. Remix. Wrong. Pilot, where you at?
Yo, yes, sir, man, yo. Yeah, I don't know. Pilot might have had a hard night or something like that, or he must have had a wild night, because that dude might still be dead to the world, But he ain't really elevated right now. He might be just down somewhere. But that's what's up. Sometimes it bees like that, yo. But yeah, like Ring Gang in the house, forever and always, man. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what's good, y'all? You know who this is? King P, Bodega Box in the building. Ring Gang Radio, what up?
Yes, sir. King P, Bodega P in the house, man. Straight from the sewer, except, he's above ground today, taking a break from fighting crime, fighting all these derelicts that are out there in New York City, especially since, shit is getting warmer now and people are getting vaccinated. Is that right, King P?
Yep, I'm not yet, but you know what I'm saying? It's a hot summer, like my boy Killer Cam said. It's gonna be a hot summer.
Yes, sir.
In boxing, in the streets, and whatever. It's gonna be a hot summer. Not a hot girl summer, not a hot boy summer. We don't do nothing over here.
Is it a maskless summer up there?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, word? Damn.
No, we haven't gotten that ignorant yet.
Well, Massachusetts, it's already started. In Massachusetts, there's no mask so far. At least we're vaccinated, so niggas is
on vacation in Florida, then, nigga. Talk about we haven't got that ignorant yet. All right, we have some nigga waiting to bite your face off too, nigga. Come down here,
nigga. What else is new in Florida?
I'm sure you will, with bath salts and everything.
It's a lot of next shit happens in Florida. That's not really a surprise.
They keep fucking shooting up Miami every fucking weekend. Like, my goodness.
Yeah, Florida is like the epicenter of all types of fuckery. Fuckery that even I'm afraid of, nigga. So, and I get into fuckery. So it's like, yeah, Florida be on some next shit, But last and certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Certainly not least, nigga. You said it right, motherfucker. You already know who it is. It's your boy Ron, top 5, Chicago's own, South Side. What's good? Yeah.
Yes, sir. We got Roman House, aka Chicago Win, because he leaves these niggas in the breeze, man. Top 5, that's real talk, man. Like
coming soon.
And it's good to have him because he be busy and whatnot. He don't be on the cast like that. So it's always good to have him on there. When he's available. He can make some time, whatever. And that's real. So yeah, it's an afternoon podcast because of rarity. We have a pay-per-view later on tonight, which we've already previewed, which is Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a whole bunch of fuckery on that shit. I mean, there's gonna be, there can't not be. If there's no fuckery, then this event probably failed.
I mean, you already got some updates in the fuckery with Badu Jack's fight.
Yeah, Badu Jack and having fucking John Pascal like popping dirty for 4 PEDs, my nigga, 4. It's like, shame on you, bro. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, that's more than Big Baby.
Maybe he's auditioning for the new Universal Soldier.
Right? I'm saying, trying to be Captain Haiti or some shit like that, nigga. What the fuck? It's like,
Captain Haiti.
Yeah. Mike.
Oh man.
I mean, two different versions of one steroid, EPO, which I told you, Big Baby got popped for, because that shit, be on that shit, nigga, you got stamina for days. Never mind fucking
Damn, I wonder if he took the vaccine. I mean, he put everything else inside his body, so I mean.
Yeah, and then also Trend too, like another popular steroid around. If you go to certain hardcore gyms, man. So yeah, the Pascal, you fucked up the best fight on the card because you realized in beating some Kovalev diminished you, and you couldn't, you realized that the end was near. So yeah, we got some possible undercard fuckery that might be waiting for us. So yeah, so
Logan Paul's like damn near almost 40 pounds weight advantage over Floyd. Don't know if that's gonna help him or not.
Yeah, I don't know that either. I mean, obviously, the boxing brain in us, obviously clearly says that, Floyd will put Logan Paul away with a body shot once he gets tired, which he will. So I mean, and then the other is like, obviously the fuckery would be like if Logan should actually either start manhandling Floyd because he's a wrestler and wrestlers do have a skill set to do that, or God forbid, Logan actually drops Floyd legit because of the weight advantage, But that's probably even more rare. Like I just don't see that because Floyd would have to be super washed or careless for that to happen.
Yeah, Floyd actually looked more in shape this time than he was for the McGregor fight.
Yeah, I mean, and he would have to because for boxers, like I said, weight advantage is everything. Like skill, like weight advantage and skill. Sometimes a weight advantage can cancel out a skill advantage to a degree. If Floyd was facing, let's say, a fucking Anthony Joshua or a Wilder, then obviously, then there's a big chance that Floyd would get knocked down or knocked out. That type of shit because those heavyweights at least have a skill level up there that's comparable to a pro. Logan Paul does not. I mean, if you saw his fight with KSI, that's what you're gonna get tonight. Maybe with a little bit more wrinkles in his game, but that's pretty much about it.
Yeah, because he's had well enough time to improve, and I don't know if he want his younger brother outshining him for a whole another year and shit.
Yeah, because Logan Paul has no wins as a pro. He only has that one loss to his fellow YouTuber, and like I said, neither of them looked that great, but. He
didn't look that bad either. Like you could tell he had a jab, but you could tell that's like the only thing he really got drilled on in the gym because that's like the best punch he throws.
Right. So yeah. So I mean, yeah. So
you need more than that for Floyd.
Yeah. So yeah. So if you're out there, if you're buying it tonight, or watching it somewhere, legally, then like I said, I mean, I'll temper your expectations. Just enjoy the fuckery, and then maybe some of the legit fights on the undercard and whatnot. But don't go too fucking crazy about this fight. Floyd knocks him out because that's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, this ain't the fight where you tell all your homeboys like, hey, look, hey, the Floyd fight on. Nah, it's not that.
Nah, it's not that at all, man. So yeah, that's your public service announcement for Mayweather versus Paul, man. So
he gonna pick that nigga apart. Period.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Floyd. I mean, it only happens pretty much success for Logan would be if he can actually manage to clinch Floyd repeatedly. Because honestly, that's probably the only thing in this game that will probably be effective against Floyd. Because Floyd doesn't have the stomach strength to push Logan Paul back. He doesn't.
And then when you start hearing them boos, and people going to be like, "Why are you tying up and clinching a smaller man?"
Shit, and that might be the only way. And honestly, that's probably the only way that Logan Paul will probably survive this, without exposing his body enough. Because there will be a liver shot.
Same big niggas around the world.
Yeah, like Floyd was going to show you tonight how to beat a less inexperienced big nigga in there. Like that's real. Like I mean, he's going to show you how it actually gets done. Like the stuff that you see if you actually go to the gyms, or you might see maybe in on YouTube or whatever. He's gonna give you a pay-per-view demonstration of that shit. So
or you can just find any world star fight where it's a short guy with hands fighting a big for no reason ass dude, and yeah.
This thing had to put that shit in. Now that's sometimes that shit is more on the level than than what this shit is, man. So
yeah. Oh man, but yeah, we'll see how that turns out. But we about to
I got
top ranked previews.
Yeah, but I gotta say, what up to Dead Game Boxing Salute, Official Scorecard Boxing Science, and Fight Film. And yes, Fight Film, it is fake fight, guys. Of course we know it is, but you know how it is, man. Boxing has its notoriety with having shit like this. But boxing has a fascination with the carny. So yeah, so we definitely had to do this PSA about it.
The boxing game is slowly morphing into the wrestling game.
Yeah. So it's pretty much that's how it goes, man. So yeah, we definitely had to like get that PSA, on there because I mean clearly like after tonight and for a couple of days it will probably be what most people talk about because unfortunately people will not talk about some of the fights that are coming up in the next couple of weeks unless some more fuckery happens.
Because it's a lot of mid though, man.
It's a lot of
fucking mid.
Yeah,
What they got going on?
Yeah, so pretty much the first one right now we're gonna run through the top rank cards for.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. The mid should not outweigh the piff. So don't forget about the mid shouldn't make you forget about the piff. If it's piff, it's piff.
I mean, truthfully, this Floyd shit is mid too. But this is mid. This is the beginning of some mid.
Nah. Once the Pascal fight got taken off, like this shit went from mid to like high Reggie. I don't know, like. I wouldn't call it mid anymore. Like maybe Black and Mild. I don't even know if I want to call that mid. Like shit. Out of all these cards, the Charlo card is the best card, and that's still mid because the main event is like trash.
Yeah, I mean we'll definitely get to that because I definitely have my views on that card.
Oh yeah, we gonna get to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get to, but yeah, definitely gotta hit the top rank card, man. Because the next one is next Saturday, and of course it features none other than Shakur Stevenson in the main event versus someone who is unknown to us, Jeremiah Nakathila. So now that fight came about because now everyone knows Shakur Stevenson. He gave up his featherweight belt to move up to 130, which the WBO's rules states would institute him as the mandatory challenger. And the challenge, and of course, the champion at 130 is Jamel Herring, who came off an impressive knockout of Carl Frampton. But Frampton, however, wants to go unify with Oscar Velez, who's also riding a wave of popularity, at least in that division, with his brutal knockout of Miguel Burchell. So we have a situation where they had to figure some shit out. So Stevenson. So the WBO is like, you know what? Let's create an interim belt, and the WBO does not create interim belts like that. They don't do that. They do it for when they do it. Whoever has those interim belts, they either become champions or they will face the actual champion. So I'll give them their props for that.
Right.
Oh, go ahead, Rome.
No, I'm listening. I'm
Oh, okay.
learning.
Now you saying right.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. So yeah. So now we got Shakur Stevenson in the main event against Nambian. I think he's Nambian puncher. I think he's a Nambian. But I think he's like 21-0 with 17 knockouts. So pretty much I think the only thing now everyone knows Shakur Stevenson has skills, and then he's probably a perfect example of what people would call sweet sciencing. That's like the latest term to describe someone who has skills and doesn't necessarily go into a second gear to actually try to get rid of their opponents, but just likes to steadily break them down over and over again.
No, outbox them, because break them down actually leads to knockouts.
That's also true.
So it's sweet science and boxing off, boxing people to death.
Yeah.
But do you think the sweet science is the nigga only able to box right and not able to have that killer instinct, or what? What you think that is? That make a nigga not go to the next level and knock a nigga out? Because isn't that the goal? You don't want to really fight 12 rounds every time. You want to get the nigga up out of there. So why would a boxer want to just sweet science and pick them apart?
Nah, some don't mind just 12-0 in a nigga.
Yeah.
But if you know you're
The fans' mind.
you're getting everything you want, why don't you just take them out? Why just win round after round?
Now,
Some people have skill limitations.
yeah, like make no we like niggas that actually know how to fight. Like I know how to box, what Shakur does too. But Shakur is facing competition that he should be. We feel like he should be putting away. Like his last fight against Toka Khan Cleary was an example of a fight that should have never heard the final bell. I'm talking about never. You know, so and that was after a Fight of the Year slugfest. You know, so that was the thing. Like I said, I've seen Stevenson 3 times live in a short career, give or take. You know, and he scored knockouts in every single one of those fights. Some of them, like, you know, pretty fairly early. So it's not like he doesn't have the power. But
you lucky though. You be seeing like all these boring niggas score knockouts.
Yeah, I saw Tevin Farmer
score a knockout.
Yeah, I saw Tevin Farmer score a knockout live. That shit was fucked. That shit fucked with me. I was like, damn, this nigga's motivated tonight. Shit. You know,
like you be catching them, but now, man. So that's what it is, man. People want to see people's skills get utilized to the full, especially when dudes are in their prime. We not talking about guys who are 35 and shit. Like, these dudes are like early 20s and shit. Like
right.
Put some fucking fire to your punches and get motherfuckers out of there. Like, y'all keep watching Floyd's second half of his career. Watch the first 25 fights.
Yeah, you know, when Floyd
Stop watching the last 25.
Yeah, like when Floyd was really pretty boy Floyd, you know, and Floyd, you know, was an uncanny combination of defense and fast combination punching. Fast.
So y'all fall in love with all the popular bigger fights in the people's older career. Don't watch these guys when they past it or they old. Like, watch them when they're young and see them put away people. None of this damn I'll just sweet science you to death. And when people ask why I can't big fights, I'll just say people don't respect boxing. You got to make that demand, bro.
Yeah, you got to make people want to see you. You know, like I said, even fights like, let's say, the great sweepy, you know, Pernell Whitaker. Pernell would put hands on you. Like, it wasn't sweet science with that dude. Dude would literally put hands on you. I mean, his power just wasn't there to where, and then once he got higher up in, you know,
he beat the shit out your body though.
Yeah, exactly. So it wasn't like,
and tell Hurtado he don't punch.
Yeah, I'm saying, you know, like, I mean, there is a way to sweet science, but make it look good so that people know that, yeah, you're trying to get rid of this guy. You know,
unless you want to be the Klitschko or junior lightweights.
Yeah, and I put respect on Klitschko's, on both Klitschko, especially Vlad, because
at least they got KOs at the end of the day. These guys are not even getting that.
Right.
Eddie Chambers' KO is like worth more than like a lot of these wins these guys have.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So like in this case now, I mean, Stevenson's facing someone who's actually, I made a mistake. He's 21-1 with 17 KOs. You know, so I mean. Now the thing is, like, I mean, do we think that Shakur will fall victim to the unknown African curse? Because I mean, I've only seen it. I mean, obviously, because you know, most people that fight, you know, in Africa, like, the competition is not. You can't really gauge them all that well unless they're like world ranked. Like, you can actually see what they're doing.
They got a certain toughness and durability about them, and
yeah,
they usually got decent power too. So
yeah, power is always something. So it's gonna be like. You know, and the guy Shakur's facing definitely has power. He does have it. But
so hold on, we gonna get the Joet Gonzalez Stevenson, or we gonna get Stevenson that's trying to say, look, I'm nicer than Lopez, Haney, Garcia, Loma, all of them dudes.
I mean, I will say this too. Like, I mean, if he wants more interest in him fighting Jamel Herring. You know, I would say that dude should really go for the knockout. I mean, really attempt to go for the knockout. Like, and especially too, because I mean, obviously people are putting him with his peers. Like, even though he's not even at 135, like Haney and them, like they're putting him up there. Like, yo, he's at 130, not 135 yet, people. So it's like, you know, yeah, I would say Shakur. Shakur needs people to pay attention. Like, Shakur needs people, like, he needs to have his name buzzing, because right now his name is not buzzing. Because unfortunately, Top Rank is not really, you know, is not really going all out to really, you know, hey,
promote anybody.
Yeah,
they're not promoting anybody. Everybody at Top Rank is on the shelf.
Pretty much, except Tyson.
They're like the Atlantic Records of boxing right now.
God damn, bro. Shit.
I mean, see, Tyson Fury be promoting himself though. Like,
yeah, he do. Yeah, Tyson.
It's a heavyweight. You ain't gotta damn shove a heavyweight in your face every damn 20 minutes. But these little guys, nah. You gotta be stopping dudes and making performances.
Right, exactly. You know, and like I said, Shakur is the goods with his skill. Like, make no mistake about it, he is the goods with his skill. Like, there's nothing about Shakur that makes me like, oh, this nigga can't box. Well, he has skills, but it just depends. But also, basically, his boxing is like, what have you done for me lately? You gotta show me like we know what we saw lately with Shakur. We need a new lately. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So okay, let's put it out there. Like, who think he gonna get the KO?
I do think in like fight. I do think it's going to be a body shot knockout. I do think he's going to break him down to the body, and I think he's going to stop him.
It's going to be a body shot, or it's going to be a low blow.
Yeah, Fight Film said the same shit. He said Shakur will get KOs once his opponent stop wearing protective cups.
You know, are we going to get the little Tito swag, or?
And we got Rand Josie, says Shakur needs to start getting niggas the fuck out of there. Agreed.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. Like, that's the whole premise of this shit. Like,
that's the whole.
We're not even really talking about the opponent. We talking about how this dude's supposed to look. So. Yeah,
because like I say, I mean, we want like make no sense. We want Shakur Stevenson to succeed, but we don't want him to be succeeding or not succeeding, because of something that he may not be doing. You know what I mean? So.
But see, this is the thing, man. One thing I gotta say: knockouts are a part of boxing. Like. We gotta stop talking about like dudes is like so skilled, this, that, the best greatest, this, that, from sliced bread, it's the best sandwich. Nah. Like the dudes can't show you the whole game.
Exactly. I agree, nigga. I'm not gonna lie. If you boxing, everybody take notes. If you boxing, nigga, and every fight you going 12 rounds, you get a new trainer. You go 12 rounds with niggas every fight. You supposed to get some niggas out of there. Some niggas supposed to get you out of there. Y'all niggas really fighting for decisions. Like, fuck them judges. They be fucking up fights anyway.
Amen.
That's
fucking man.
End it yourself. Don't leave it in the hands of the judges. End it yourself.
Facts.
And honestly, the problem is in and just to piggyback off what Rome said. The problem is in the younger generation. Like, I see that more now. Because if you look back at it, and I was thinking about it just the other day, I was like, damn, Emmanuel Stewart, I wonder if he would appreciate all the knockouts we're getting at the top level of boxing right now. Because I remember before he passed, that was one of his complaints.
Hell yeah.
That we weren't getting enough knockouts at the top level. And this year, we've been kind of getting knockouts at the top level. At least recently, like it's been happening. So, and a lot of these are older guys or guys who's under the water in these fights. So, if you a hot prospect, hot contender, and you the young dude who's supposed to have next, then yeah, I'm gonna expect you to get some guys out of it.
Yeah, because let's just say, and you're right about that. Because I think the temperament in the older fighters is, we want to get you out of there. Like when we just had Nonito Donaire get a slightly younger opponent out of there. Like he wasn't trying to box this nigga. Like he was boxing just to try to set up a KO, try to set up his left hook, and once he landed it, it was all she wrote. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely agree with that viewpoint. Definitely agree with Rome. Rome, dropped a little jewel. You know what I'm saying? So salute to that. And before I go on, Pilot, I see that you're on, bruh. You see that you came back to life, bruh.
I woke from my slumber. What's good, y'all? What's happening?
Yeah, we're Pilot.
What's that?
Yeah. So Pilot, bruh. So what do you think about Shakur Stevenson and his opponent, his Namibian opponent Jeremiah Nakathila, who's his mandatory challenger?
Shakur is one of the most young, talented guys. Obviously, he's at 130, not 135. But yeah, when I got in there, I think you said it right, Pat. He needs to go for the KO. I think everybody agrees he needs to go for the KO so he can get that Herring fight, and ultimately maybe we can get a Valdez fight. So, I'm not too familiar with who he's facing, but Shakur definitely don't need to sweet science him, and he needs to just get him out of there.
Yeah, most of us aren't, but one thing we know about boxing is there's the unknown Asian who sometimes gets the upsets, unexpected upsets, and then after that is usually the unknown African fighter who can also make it a hard night for any opponent
who's tough as fuck. That'll take you to the brink And then I
Yep.
think third is the South American puncher. So
Yes, the ones
those are the
where-
3 question marks in boxing that
Yeah.
you don't know what you could get sometimes.
Yeah, so and all 3 scenarios are capable of have produced some real upsets, some real some brutal upsets too. At that,
Might see one tonight.
might see one tonight. Indeed, yeah. I hope not.
Who's that?
It would be fucked up if we see Badu Jack get laid out by his replacement opponent. I honestly, I'd really be aggravated.
Honestly, that's the fight I'm looking forward to the most now. And what version of Jared Hervey gonna get?
Facts.
Yep.
But damn, so we all saying he should get a knockout. What's the next card with the Monster?
And also too for that Shakur card. I mean, obviously we have a co-main, with Jose Pedraza and
Yeah.
and then Julian Rodriguez, who is an actual talent. I mean, that might actually maybe a slightly better fight on paper.
Damn, Top Rank stay doing that shit. They'll give you the real main event, and then they'll have the Shakur fight afterwards.
Yeah, because Julian Rodriguez is a very good prospect. I mean, he's 21-0 with 14 knockouts. Like, he's a really good prospect. Like, dude was a star in the bubble. So like, yeah, I mean, Pedraza's in for. I do think Pedraza is definitely in for a fight for sure.
But Pedraza been looking good as damn so though.
Exactly. That's why I say like
this
fight,
is the fucking fight right here.
Yeah.
See, now you got me sold back on the card now. This was mid before, but now it's like mid with like with some checkers fries.
Oh,
Like you got something that just with some maybe some ranch, like you done spiced up the food a little bit now.
Yeah, and then obviously Top Rank has his his prospects on the undercard, and then Xander Zayas is going to be on there too. Is one of Top Rank's top prospects. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not a big name card, but it should be enough to at least it'll be entertaining enough. Hopefully, knock on wood. You know what I mean? So, and then yes, and then also what you just mentioned, LB, the Monster card. The Monster card on paper looks a lot better, but in terms of who Monster's facing, now before I go into that card, like people need to stop fronting on Monster anyway. Like niggas really need to stop fronting on like, this dude is not a problem. Like one thing that irritates me and it irritates a lot of us is when niggas be like, yo, why is Naoya Inoue pound for pound like. He fighting them lighter weights. Like no one watches this fight. Who he fight? Who he beat? You know what I mean? So it's like,
if you don't watch boxing, just say that.
Just say that. Yeah, it's like now if you're familiar with the dude, he can name his fights and he can give an intelligent reason why he's not. Then yeah, okay, cool, that's fine. That'll be your opinion, and I can respect that. But if you're over here talking, well, I don't watch nothing under 122 pounds, like like they ain't no difference between 115 and 118. If you're on that type of shit with me, like we're not vibing. Like you ignorant like this. So, and I wasn't sold on Monster either, but at least I knew his fights. It took me a while to get sold on Monster, but I'm sold on Monster.
Yeah, but you got people still, and you was a hard sell, shit.
Yeah,
but at least now, shit, there's people like fuck it, nah, I ain't watching them. Fuck, fake ass Epo, I ain't watching this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Daenerys? Nah, who's Daenerys? Nah. I need more Terrence Crawford versus Jeff Horn victories.
I'm not gonna get into that. That's a whole different scenario, nigga. I'm not gonna touch that scenario, my nigga. Not gonna touch that.
All I'm saying is people gotta stop acting like Inoue ain't worthy of being pound for pound. If you don't know his competition like that, then you need to just
say it.
Then just say it, like, people used to do the same shit with Chocolatito. I had somebody tell me, Chocolatito ain't fighting nobody. I'm like, I start naming people, then it's like, Brian Valoria, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Like, I mean, damn, let me just leave it alone then.
Yeah, like, it's low key annoying, and Monster is more than deserving of his pound for pound status. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude arguably is the best bantamweight in the world today.
And put respect on Jason Maloney. Like, people act like and the Monster had a fucking soft touch his last fight. Dude was fighting a legit top 10 contender in his prime. Something that we want champions to do. So every fight ain't gonna be a big one.
Yeah, and then official scorecard boxing signs. Yep, you dropped the signs. Payano, Rodriguez, Donaire, Maloney. Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great run at bantamweight. Hell yeah. Yeah, McConnell too. Like, I mean, these.
Yeah, like I think he's bodying like 80%, well, 90% of these guys too.
Yeah, like Donaire just happened to luckily not get bodied by this nigga. Man. Yeah, Donaire was close to getting bodied by Monster, and and this is more at a weight where Donaire was actually really prime rather than the featherweight featherweight run that he had. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Monster deserves it, and so now, unfortunately, Top Rank before COVID canceled shit, he was supposed to face Casemiro, who's now the current. It's supposed to be a unification, who's now the current WBO bantamweight champion, and also a top fighter at 118 himself. Like he's but unfortunately, that it got canceled, and then Top Rank didn't really go to actually try to get the shit back on track. So Monster has to, after Maloney, who's still a good contender, the WBO mandatory came due. So he's fighting a Filipino fighter, Michael Dasmarinas, who, I mean, again, like, not someone that I actually am familiar with either. Hold
on, so the Asian guy is fighting the unknown Asian?
Yeah.
Does that even work? Like, does that cancel each other out? Like,
I mean, sometimes it can.
The hard punching Filipino.
I mean,
as awkward as fuck.
I mean, sometimes sometimes it could actually happen. I mean, because I would say this Monster.
It's like the nigga that goes from underground to mainstream, and then brings an underground nigga on his track. So it's like the battle of the underground that was once underground.
Yo, that's a hell of a. I fucked with that. That's that was a good one. And his Monster's mandatory. I mean, he's still a puncher. I mean, most Filipino fighters can punch their asses off. I mean, he's 32-1 with 20 knockouts. So I mean, dude has some firepower on him. So yeah, most people think. I mean, and myself, I think it'll just be a run of the mill defense for Monster, and hopefully, for unifications with either Donaire or Casemiro. What do you guys think?
I'm one of them niggas that think that them little niggas, like, so I'm out of this.
What's that?
I said I'm one of them niggas that be, like he was talking about, who say, oh, I don't know the difference between 115 and 118. Nigga, I don't.
Oh.
I'm in that group, so leave me out of this. I don't know how these little niggas get down, but let them get down.
Oh yeah, they will get down. Like they've been
getting down.
At least
you respect the art of getting down, though. Like you ain't hating.
Yeah.
No, I ain't hating. I just know that
some niggas do be like, man, I'll just step on both of them. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I just know when it's a fight with that little weight, it's like fucking 600 punches thrown by each nigga. It's like a lot of fighting.
Absolutely.
That's to me. I don't know. Niggas throw 600 punches around, just blah, 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 blah.
They got a fucking Dragon Ball fight.
Right. But at least with Monster fights, because Monster is a pound for pound hard puncher. Like he's one of the top punchers in the sport. Like Monster does.
He's like top 5, maybe top 3.
He's crushing niggas pretty much.
Yeah, he crushes. Yeah, he's one of the few top fighters that actually crushes top competition. Like it's not like it ain't no bullshit. Like motherfucker really knocks people the fuck out.
Right.
That's like the first meaningful punch. Like
yeah.
That's a dangerous part. Like you got to go in there with some type of respectable chin and defense, or like if he hits you, you're feeling that. It's like your life bar kicks orange immediately. That shit go from bright green to like orange. Like, oh shit! Like,
I gotta check out some of his fights then, because I feel like I gotta see them niggas. I gotta see him. When I'm seeing him crush niggas, then that means he's fighting bigger than he is. So I like seeing shit like that.
Yeah, like one thing's for sure is Monster definitely punches above his weight. Because like I said, the reason why he's such a hard puncher because Donaire has someone who's a chin. Like I said after the Inoue Donaire fight, I was like, yo, Donaire took enough punishment that should put him in retirement because he got hit so clean, so often. You know what I'm saying? And then vice versa too. Donaire was crushing Monster with left hooks and straight rights all over the fucking place. So yeah, it was the one thing. You know, and yes, covert operative, you know, salute, you know, the ignorance of not acknowledging true greatness like Roman Gonzalez and Inoue is proliferated by absolute garbage such as the Boxing Voice and all these nonsensical LDB whack-ass channels. I mean, bro, you summed all that shit up, bro. Like,
yeah, amen. A
fucking man, bro. Like, we respect, like, if you can scrap, you can scrap. Like, it doesn't matter what weight you're at, man. Like, if you can scrap, you can scrap. Like,
no matter what country you're from, what weight, if you can scrap, you got skills. You got skills. You know, that's the end of the story right there. But you know, there's no. Like, you can tell, like, we real fucking boxing fans, man. We talk about everybody. There's no political this, that.
Yeah.
You know, no one's shooting us no bread to say, you talk about this nobody that no one cares about.
No.
Like, ringgangradio.com.
Exactly. Although
now, we not saying we won't take anything. You can shoot us something. We'll talk about whatever the fuck you want us to talk about.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, we have a Patreon, we have a PayPal. Like, if you want to shoot us something, we'll be more than happy to talk about whatever you want us to talk about. You know what I mean? You know,
but until that, we just keep it real and just keep the authenticity in fucking boxing, and just boxing's a worldwide sport. Fucking
Absolutely.
Ring Gang is worldwide. We got motherfuckers in 3 different continents, so we gonna talk about everybody. So
yeah, you know, yeah, and definitely, like, I mean, that's what I mean. Shit,
and
like,
the pound for pound list got fucking everybody in it, so you gotta talk about everybody. And unless you run the risk of doing a disservice to boxing.
Facts.
If you only gonna talk about the Mexican fighters on pound for pound list, or you only gonna talk about the black fighters or the Americans or the Russians, whoever the fuck, you leaving people out. So
absolutely,
we don't leave people out. ain't no morph. We ain't leaving no morph behind type shit right here. Like, getting everybody.
Absolutely, and then also on this card, on the Monster card, I mean, has two main undercard fights that are kind of intriguing. The co-main is Michaela Mayer, who will be making her first title defense of her WBO 130 title against Erica Farias. And then also, and I think to open up the main card, we got Isaac Dogbe facing Adam Lopez. Ooh,
hold on. See, now this fight, guys. This card is made with like 2 checkers fries now. Maybe like a Dr. Pepper and some little Henny to the side or some shit.
Yeah, that sounds like a fire fight. Dogbe versus Lopez.
Yeah, like, you guaranteed a knockout in the damn main event.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't, that means someone was on PCP or something and was really motivated.
Oh, but like some weird shit happened. If we don't get a knockout in that monster fight, it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. We gonna drug test people after that.
Yeah, because Monster only has 3 wins by decision. You know, 3. You know, like I said, and
only one recently, like, you know.
Yeah, and I think only 2 of them were legit. The other one was because he hurt his hand, and that's why he couldn't do it out of there, you know, within 12 rounds. But Adam Lopez, if you've never seen him fight, like, you're in for a treat. Like, that dude, like, he's famous for dropping Valdez and nearly stopping him before getting stopped himself. You know, Oscar Valdez.
No, before getting questionably stopped himself.
That's true. Yeah, questionably.
Let's tell the whole story, folks.
Yeah.
he had his foot halfway up of Valdez's ass in that fight.
Yeah,
and then, you know, Valdez a champ. You know, he turned it around, and he made it to where the ref could, you know, tag support him or some shit.
Absolutely. So yeah. So now, I mean, but ever since then, though, Adam Lopez is beginning to his fights after have been like wars, like real wars. Like, he had a war in the bubble, and then he had a brutal fight earlier this year against Jason Sanchez. Like,
and that was close. Like,
yeah, and it was dumb close.
Yo, we hyping up these fucking mid-ass cards. Yo, Top Rank, give me my fucking money.
I'm saying, right? Like, Top Rank.
Now it's like, you really got me wanting to see, like, these fights now. Like, before I'm just like, it's fucking mid, yeah. Might go to the park or some shit. I don't know. I hit the studio that night. Now it's like, fucking, like, y'all convincing me to see this mid now.
Yeah, like I mean, and then, of course, like as I mentioned before, the monster card is one of 5 cards that's happening on the 19th, which is unparalleled. Like this is unparalleled shit. Like this never happened
fuck,
before.
you serious? Damn,
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah. So before I go into that, P, what are your thoughts on this on the monster fight and then the card in general?
I'm with it. Anytime I get to see Monster is a treat. So you know what I'm saying. So you're never gonna hear me get complain about a Monster card if Monster's on the card. So
Yeah,
you know
and then we have Isaac Dogbay too. Like I mean, Dogbay,
exactly.
Yo, we gotta make a prediction for that fight. That's a real fight.
That's a firefight. Ooh.
Yeah, who y'all think who y'all picking for that one?
Man, I'm gonna go with my heart on this one and say Dogbay. Dogbay he's gonna win by knockout in round 9.
Fuck. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Dogbay too.
I'm leaning that way because like Lopez we seen Lopez ceiling a little bit, started to emerge his last fight, and Dogbay seemed like he's kind of back on track now.
Yeah, but both of them. But the only thing is, both of them are taking a lot of punishment in their fights.
The Avalos fight was a good look. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he needed that. He needed that fight. You know,
Yeah,
but
Dogbay, fuck. I want to. Would he really press for the KO though? Nah, because usually I'm the KO demon over here. I be KO, and y'all be like decision. So, and y'all saying KO, so I'm like, geez, like I don't want to be the only dude.
Well, the only reason why I'm saying KO is because Lopez has been in a lot of firefights lately. Like, Burr's been getting fucked up.
He could be hurt.
Yeah,
both of these guys been in a lot of wars, so it's like I don't expect either of them to be super durable. So all it takes is enough punishment, and bam.
Dogbay got that African toughness, though, man.
Yeah, but Dogbay's too tough for his own good.
Yes, that's the
That's
problem.
true.
Yeah, because them Navarrete fights were just scary to watch after a while because he took way too much punishment.
I think Dogbay would win this if he fights smart, but I don't know. It's a tough fight. It's hard to pick because it's like who's gonna break first.
Cause then Lopez got skills and he got some pop too.
Yeah, but
fuck it, Dogbay. I don't know if by KO though, but
I'll do KO. I'll say KO.
Fuck.
Pilot, what about you?
Y'all picking these KOs.
I guess I'm gonna join the party and say KO too. I'm hoping it's the KO. Shit. I think. Yeah, I mean, Dogbay showed another level. I mean, those Navarrete fights were kind of sad to watch after a while, but he's shown that he's, he could be a champion, and I think he'll rise to the occasion. This would be a good resurgence for his career.
Yeah.
I think they'll stop him late, 8th round.
There we go. Yeah, so I mean, Dogbay. I mean, like I said,
I was going to say 7th, but
like if Dogbay had never fought Navarrete, I'd be like, oh yeah, shit, he'll stop Lopez for sure, though. But yeah, we gotta see what type of residual damage is left for Dogbay after those 2 fights.
Because some fights you think a KO is gonna happen, and then you get a Berlanga fight like last time.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be decision.
Decision. Okay, so you're gonna be the decision guy.
Yeah, I'll be the decision guy.
I mean,
That's what I was thinking, but I'm just like,
They both took so much punishment. They both slow down. Maybe. Not trying to.
I ain't gonna hold you.
So it might go longer than expected.
I ain't gonna hold you. I just don't think. I question the durability of both fighters to go the full distance, especially with the way both of them fight. You don't bet on you're not gonna bet on decision with durability issues.
Right.
Fucking KO. Okay, Dogbay by KO. I don't say anybody can get KO'd in that fight.
It's gonna be a stoppage, maybe a stoppage.
Oh yeah, I mean, I expect it to be a stoppage. Yeah,
I mean, dog, they better win. You got 5 motherfuckers picking his ass to win. Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate the damn episodes we had when all of us be like super confident in something and then we're all wrong and we texting each other like, the fuck happened?
Yo, that's facts. Yo, that's facts. Yeah, I be leaving WhatsApp messages to LB like, yo, what the fuck is this?
It's one thing when one of us gets something right, then it's like, yeah, you called it, okay, good shit. But when all of us is wrong, that shit rubs me the wrong way.
Hell yeah. Yeah, like, nah. Like,
damn, a draw? Like,
no, right?
the fuck going on? Like, nah, redo.
Yo, that's how it goes down when we watching these fights, yo. Because we don't like to be wrong. I mean, in a way, we're like other like channels. Like we won't like, what do we say? We like to be like, law, but when it's not law, we kind of like we have those moments, bruh. We have a lot of those type of moments.
Damn. So we done with the top ranked cards, like.
Yeah, we do, and then
we hyped them up enough. Like they seem pretty good.
Yeah, like I mean, obviously, yeah. I mean, for next weekend and the 19th for Top Break, yeah, those are pretty decent offerings or whatever. So and we definitely done with that.